Hey everyone, what's up? This is Matt from ChipBot, and today I'm going to show you how to use ChipBot's tiles to build trust and credibility with your website's users. Tiles are these square-looking blocks at the very top of ChipBot. Here's why they're important for you. First, they make it easy to segment your ChipBot content, the content that helps your users. Second, when your content's segmented, it makes it faster to seriously consider the product or service you're offering. And when users find that credible information, it levels up the trust factor you have with them. For example, you know those brand icons or testimonials people have on their website? That feeling you get when you see them? This achieves that same feeling, but in the form of expertise and helpful content. So today, I'm going to show you how ChipBot can group your content into tiles of credibility and expertise. So first, let's look at the basics. When you first install ChipBot, you start off with a couple tiles. This is where we can expand some of the knowledge that is perceived to the user. So when you first open up ChipBot with the default installation, only having one tile that says frequently asked questions looks like your content's shallow. It doesn't really look like you have a lot of expertise to show. This is where we can improve this. So first, let's go ahead and go into our content. And this is where we store our insights. This is the part we want to start first. Every new piece of content, if you've noticed, is grouped with frequently asked questions. This is the part where we need to change so we can start segmenting our content to tiles. These little items here under each insight is actually called a tag. So there's two vocabulary terms to note here. Tags are what group content, and then tiles is what displays a certain tag of content. So let's go ahead and create two different tags, and we'll create two different tiles. So first, let's create a policy tag. We'll go under refund policy here. And to create a tag, just to add tag, because there's only one, we need to actually go open the tag manager and add a couple more here. Okay, so let's add two new tags. The first one, we'll call it policy, or policies. And then we'll create a second one called about the speaker, since we are selling a wireless speaker here. So hit save, and we'll close the form. Once we have the tags created, they'll be populated under the drop-down here. So on this one, we'll click policies. And with ChipBot, you can have multiple tags with your content. It just depends how you want them to be discovered. All content is searchable, but for things you want browsed with a tile, they have to be associated with a tag. In this case, I actually want to keep it as an FAQ item. And let's go into the other policies here just really quickly. And once you create it once, it creates it forever. And you'll see as you save, it looks like I didn't say the last one. As you save, they add in these tags in the list view. You need to make sure you hit save. There you go. Great. And then for about our speaker, we have some insights about that. And let's go ahead and add one here. And our text specs about the speaker. I'll say this is not really a frequently asked question, so remove that tag. Okay, so now we have some pieces of our content segmented as a tag. So the next step is to associate these tags with a tile. So on the left, right below Insights, there is the Tiles option. And you'll see here, I have the same two tiles that are being shown on my website. So this mimics one-to-one. So you can do a few things. You can change the order of these, or change the label of them, change the color, change the icon. A lot of different options here. But right now, we're just going to create two new tiles to represent our two new tags that we created. So our first one, before we go into any of these options, there's this tile type here. You always want to make sure this is the tag group tile. So There's a few others that you can play around with. And then I want to make sure the tag that's selected is the one that you care about. In this case, we'll create our policies ones first. We'll choose a color. And policies, it's not very helpful to at least our audience, who might be considering to buy this product on our Shopify website or WooCommerce site. They want to know maybe a little bit more about shipping or refund policy, because we're still an unknown vendor to them. Unlike Amazon, where they just one-click buy without thinking, they need to build some evidence that you're a trusted merchant. So let's go ahead and change this, label our tile to refund policies, refund and shipping policy. And let's give a very authoritative icon here. And let's add some search keywords. This is pretty handy. When users search for help on ChipBot, we do match actually what you type as a tile name, but there could be some hidden keywords that you also might want them to discover. In this case, it could be returns, or like another one would be terms and conditions. Save. Great, so this one's created. Now let's go ahead to our second one. We'll use blue here. We'll call this about the soundless speaker. So again, tag group tile, and we'll change this one to about the speaker tag. Do a question mark for this one. Maybe we'll add a few search terms here like tech specs. That's probably the only one I can think of right now. Maybe you would do an SKU, so this could be like SKU 123 for quick search. It depends how you want to use your ChipBot. So hit Save Tile here. So now we have these two created. If we go back to our website, let's go ahead and refresh so it pulls in the latest data. Open up ChipBot, and here you'll see our two new tiles that segment certain pieces of content. So if you go ahead and click into this one, or if I go in here, you'll see that it has the same speaker tech specs and what people have to say about the soundless speaker insights that we tag back in our dashboard. Click into this, showing exactly what I need it to show. Here's one with a video. This is great. If we go back into our refund and shipping policy, and we can see some information here. And let's go ahead and do a search here. Nothing really came up here. But here, when you type in the full SKU, it'll actually pull in the tile. This is where the keywords can match. So now that we have our content segmented, there's one more opportunity you can take advantage using tiles. And that's driving traffic to important pieces of marketing content. So, for example, say my new soundless speaker just got reviewed by a super famous unboxer. So one way we can do that is we can go ahead and create a new tile here. We'll make it red, and we'll call this Watch the Latest Unboxing. We'll change, instead of the tile type being a tag group tile, we'll change this to a link tile. From here, we can link a URL. In this case, I have one copied already. This is a YouTube URL. I'm going to make it open a new window, so that way our website's still in the background. And we'll change the icon to be a video icon. And we won't do any keywords for this. Save tile. Now this, I don't necessarily want this being the first thing, because I don't want the majority of my traffic leaving the website, but I'll just keep it near these options. So it's just a hint that people can see it there. go back on our website. Let's go ahead and hit refresh. If we open up our content here. Now you'll see our third tiles here. If we click it, takes us to YouTube. Of course, some users have to watch an ad. Skip ads. And here's a video. As a business, I want them probably to like it. I want them to share it to help build awareness. But this is how you can help direct traffic right from ChipBot. Super powerful, super cool. There's other tiles here too. I'll cover that in a different video. But that's it. ChipBot's tiles, the content, the videos, all this reinforces the trust your user has about your brand and what you have to offer. Super important when users are just became aware of your product. They're sort of considering you based on what you offer. Now they're making a decision. These trust factors are pivotal in making sure they buy without contacting you, without interrupting your flow. This is how they buy completely autonomously without your direct help. If this walkthrough helped you, please hit that like button. If you're new and want to see how ChipBot can help your website, go check it out right now using the link in the description below. Thank you, and see you next time.